i-SENS N POP, the smart, stylish, pocket-sized blood glucose meter. Meet and experience the most advanced blood glucose meter with various features. With no coding technology, measuring your blood glucose level is easy and accurate. It has minimized the pain of withdrawing blood, needing only 0.5 microliters of blood sample for accurate testing. It takes only 5 seconds for a fast and accurate measurement. Up to 500 test results can be automatically stored, and you can systematically manage your diabetes with the PC Care blood glucose data management software. It is available to test your blood glucose from alternative sites of the body. Enjoy the portability of light and pocket-sized i-SENS N POP. i-SENS N POP operates with two 3.0-volt lithium batteries. When the meter is turned off, push and slide the battery cover to access the battery compartment. Insert the batteries with the plus sign facing up. Push and slide in the battery cover tightly until the tab clicks into place. Please confirm that the meter turns on properly by pushing the S or arrow button. In order to use all the smart features of i-SENS N POP, appropriate settings are required. In order to manage your diabetes well, correct time setting is a must. Push the S button for 3 seconds when the meter is turned off. After all the features appear on the display for 1 second, the meter will display set. The meter will display year settings by pushing the S button once more. Please set a correct year by pressing the arrow button. Numbers will rapidly change if the arrow button is continuously pressed. After setting the year, press the S button to go on to the next selection. When the number indicating the month blinks, press arrow button to set the month. When the month is properly set, press the S button to go on to the next selection. Use the same method to set the date and press the S button once more to go on to the next selection. i-SENS N POP provides 2 formats of time settings: 12-hour format, AM and PM, and 24-hour format. Press arrow button to choose 12-hour format or 24-hour format. After setting the time format, press the S button to go on to the next selection. Press the arrow button to set the correct hour. Then, press the S button once more to go on to the next selection. When the minute blinks on the display, set the correct minute with the same method. After setting the correct time, press the S button to go on to the next. You may choose on or off by pressing the S button. The meter will beep in the following instances if set to on. If the sound setting is off, a mute symbol appears and all sound functions are switched off. After setting the sound function, press the S button to go on to the next selection. i-SENS N POP allows you to turn the strip expiration date indicator on or off in this setting. When EP blinks on the display, press the arrow button to choose on or off. Press the S button to save the setting. In this stage, only strip expiration date indicator function can be set. Expiration date setting can be done after all the settings are completed. After setting the strip expiration date indicator function, press the S button to set the hypoglycemia indicator function. The meter will display hypo and the hypoglycemia icon. The meter displays on or off by pressing the arrow button. When on appears on the display, press S button to set hypoglycemia level. Press arrow button to set an appropriate hypoglycemia level within the range of 1.1 to 3.3 mmol per liter. Press the S button to complete the setting. Please refer to your healthcare professional's advice before setting the hypoglycemia level. If you do not want to set the hypoglycemia indicator function, press the S button when the meter display is off. Then, the display moves back to Setting the Year. In all setting modes, pressing the S button for 3 seconds designates the meter to store the current data and turns the meter off. When the strip is not inserted, press arrow button for 3 seconds to set the PP2 alarm. After displaying PP2, alarm, and on, the meter will automatically switch to memory check mode. The meter will display alarm if it is on. In order to turn off the PP2 alarm, press the arrow button for 3 seconds. After displaying PP2 and off, the meter will automatically switch to the memory check mode without alarm. Strips must be stored in its original vial, and it should be handled with clean and dry hands. Strips pulled out from the vial should be immediately used, and the vial should be closed right after removing the strip. Discard expired strips for accurate measurement. If you have turned on the strip expiration date indicator at the setting stage, in this stage, you will be able to set the strip expiration date. Strip expiration date is marked on the strip vial or box. Meter will display all features and then EP when pressing both arrow and S button at the same time for 3 seconds. Press the S button to set year. If the year blinks, press the arrow button to set the correct expiration year. After setting the year, press the S button to set the month. Set the correct month with the same method, and press the S button for 3 seconds to turn off the meter. Do not use test strips past expiration date. Expired test strips must be discarded. You may confirm that the i-SENS N POP works properly by using the i-SENS control solution. You may do a control solution test in the following cases. Gently insert the test strip into the meter with i-SENS N logo facing up until the meter beeps. Please be careful to not bend the strip when inserting a test strip. In a moment, the meter will display a blood insertion symbol. Before using the control solution, gently shake it 2 or 3 times up and down. Always discard the first 1 or 2 drops of the solution before control solution testing. Wipe the tip of the bottle with a clean tissue or cloth. Apply a drop of the control solution on the top of the cap. Apply the solution to the tip of the inserted strip until the meter beeps. Control solution is then automatically inserted. Confirm whether the confirmation window on the strip is fully filled. The meter will display the result after counting down from 5 to 1. Compare the result displayed on the meter to the range printed on the test strip vial. The result should fall within that range. The range printed on the test strip vial is for the i-SENS control solution only. It does not have any connection to your blood glucose level. If you do not want to save the tested result, press the arrow button for 3 seconds. Meter will display check and the data will not be saved. The meter will automatically turn off after 3 seconds of taking out the strip from the meter. Used test strips must be discarded in a disposable container. Do not use the used test strips. If the controlled solution test result is out of the range of the control solution, retest with a new strip. If the result is continuously out of range, stop using the meter and please contact your authorized i-SENS sales representative. Prepare a lancing device to collect blood sample. The lancing device may not be used by more than one individual. Ensure the lancing device is not shared among different users. Thoroughly wash and dry your hand and the testing site with water and soap. Unscrew the tip of the lancing device. After completely inserting a disposable lancet into the lancet holder, gently twist out the protective disc and close the tip. Do not discard the protective disc, but have it nearby. You can adjust the depth level of the lancing device from level 1 to level 5. As the number gets greater, the skin depth to retrieve blood gets deeper. To cock the lancing device, hold the device with one hand and pull the sliding barrel until you feel it click. Gently insert a test strip with the i-SENS N logo facing up until the meter beeps. After displaying current temperature, the meter will display the blood insertion symbol. i-SENS N POP has a post-meal flagging function for diabetic patients to manage the pre-meal and post-meal test results separately. Post-meal flagging should be inset right before the insertion of blood sample. Please take caution when measuring with a post-meal flagging function because post-meal flagging cannot be deleted. In order to save test result as a post-meal glucose level, press the arrow button for 3 seconds while the strip is inserted. Meter will display a post-meal flag on the display. Post-meal test result is viewed with a post-meal flag. If you do not want to save the test result as a post-meal glucose level, press the arrow button for 3 seconds once again. When the meter is ready, collect a blood sample with a prepared lancing device by pressing the release button. While the meter displays the blood insertion symbol, let the tip of the strip touch the blood sample until the meter beeps. Confirm if the confirmation window of the strip is filled with a blood sample. At least 0.5 microliters of blood sample is required to fully fill the confirmation window. If the confirmation window is not fully filled with a blood sample, the meter may display error 4. Test results appear after the meter counts down for 5 seconds. Data isn't automatically saved. Meter automatically turns off when the inserted strip is removed. Used strip must be discarded in a disposable container. Do not reuse the used strip. The meter will automatically turn off when blood sample is not inserted for 2 minutes after the blood insertion symbol has appeared. When the meter is turned off, remove the test strip and reinsert it to test. After completing the test, unscrew the tip to open the lancing device and place the protected disc on the lancet. You can remove the lancet from the lancing device by pulling the sliding barrel and pushing the lancet ejector button forward simultaneously. Discard the used lancet into a disposable container. The lancet is for single use only. Never share or reuse a lancet. Put the tip back on the lancing device after removing the used lancet. Keep the lancing device always clean. Usually when someone tests their glucose, they take the blood sample from the tip of the finger. Since there are many nerve endings distributed there, it is quite painful if it is repetitively measured. In this case, you can minimize the pain by collecting blood from alternative testing sites, such as the forearm, palm, thigh, or calf. In the following cases, collecting blood from the fingertip is necessary since blood collected from alternative sites may vary. If the sample drop of blood runs or spreads due to contact with hair or with lines in your palm, do not use that sample. Try puncturing again in a smoother area. Before using AST, please consult your healthcare professionals. Test results stored in i-SENS N POP meter can be transferred from the meter to a computer using PC Care software and cable. The PC is displayed when the data cable connects the meter with computer. For more information, contact your authorized i-SENS sales representative or visit www.isens.com. CareSense N POP can save up to 500 test results. If the memory storage is full, the meter automatically deletes the oldest data and saves new data. CareSense N POP automatically calculates the average of total, pre-meal and post-meal data of 1, 7, 14, 30, and 90 days. Press the S button or the arrow button to turn on the meter. The meter will show current date and time for 2 seconds. Then, the one-day average value and number of tests within current day appear on the display. Press the S button on the meter to display the data in the order from the newest to the oldest. At this time, testing date and corresponding temperature data appear in turns. When you press the arrow button, meter displays data in the order from the oldest to the newest. Press the S button or the arrow button to turn on the meter. The meter will show current date and time for 2 seconds. Then the one-day average value and number of tests within current day appear on the display. When pressing the arrow button here, the meter will show the average value of data of the latest 7, 14, 30, and 90 days in order with a number of measurements. If you press the S button instead, the meter shows the average value of the inverse order. Press the arrow button continuously for the meter to show pre-meal average data of 1, 7, 14, 30, and 90 days respectively, with a number of test results and PR symbol. If you press the arrow button again, the meter will display average values of post-meal data of 1, 7, 14, 30, and 90 days respectively, with a number of test results and post-meal testing symbol. Press the S button for the meter to show the average value and the number of tests in the inverse order. Thus, you will be able to recheck the previous results. The high informs you that the result of the glucose level is over 33.3 millimoles per liter. This indicates hyperglycemia. If the high message reappears on retesting, you must inform your healthcare professional immediately. The low informs you that the result of the glucose level is less than 1.1 millimoles per liter. This indicates hypoglycemia. If the low message reappears on retesting, you must inform your doctor immediately. Please contact your authorized i-SENS sales representative if such messages are displayed even if you do not have hyperglycemia or hypoglycemia. This message informs you to change the batteries. Please change the batteries with new ones as soon as the message appears for the first time. This message informs you that you are using an already used test strip. Please retest your glucose level using a new test strip. This message appears when blood or control solution sample was inserted before the blood insertion symbol appears on the meter. Repeat the test with a new test strip and wait until the blood insertion symbol appears before applying the blood or control solution sample. This message appears when viscosity of blood was too high or insufficient amount of blood had been inserted. Insert a new test strip and retest. This message may appear when the wrong blood glucose test strip is used instead of the CareSense N test strip. Insert a proper CareSense N test strip and retest. This message appears when there is a problem with the meter. Please contact your authorized i-SENS sales representative. This message appears when the surrounding temperature was higher than the range of operating temperature. Move to an area where the temperature is within the operating range, 10 to 40 degrees Celsius or 50 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Repeat the test after the meter and test strips have reached a temperature within the operating range. This message appears when surrounding temperature was lower than the range of operating temperature. Move to an area where the temperature is within the operating range, 10 to 40 degrees Celsius or 50 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Repeat the test after the meter and test strips have reached a temperature within the operating range.